It's Rob and Liz in the morning. For this one mom, she asked her daughter, so what do I do at work? And here's how she responds.
What do I do at work?
You play with your friends and work every day. And you work half the time. And you do something with your friends.
I would love to know what your kid thinks you do at work.
Right?
I think my kids, when they were little, they had no idea. Like, they didn't equate hearing me, and that was their mom. You know what I mean? Like, they knew I worked at a radio station, but they didn't necessarily know that was me.
That was mom's voice that was coming through the speakers? Really?
Yes. But I know as adults, they think I do nothing.
I've never asked my kids, what do you think I do? I don't know what they would say. Honestly, my adult kids and my teenager, I don't know what they would say.
It'd be interesting. I don't think I've ever asked in that way, but you hear them talking about it, or they'll say, well, you couldn't have had a hard day at work because you don't do anything.
I get
except
that.
Talk.
I used to get that sometimes, not a lot. I don't think they ever questioned if I worked hard, although I never asked. Yeah. So do you think your dad works hard? But to ask that question, especially to a young kid.
Oh, it'd be so interesting.
What was she saying? She said, you play with friends.
Yeah, you work half the time.
You work half the time.
Jeez,
you
because
spend time with friends.
You work all day, but you work half the time. Which is hilarious.
And you have fun with friends.
But she's also thinking about her own day at daycare or school.
True.
So sometimes she works on her letters, probably, or numbers, and then the rest of the time she's playing with her friends.
Yeah. I guess you would equate that to work, going to daycare like that.
I used to be a nanny for one of my friend's kids, and one day I asked a little girl, I said, what does mommy do at work? And she said, oh, she talks on the phone and eats cheese all day.
Talks on the phone.
I wonder what her real job is.
And eats cheese all day. That is hilarious.
She works at Hickory Farms. There you go. I don't know.
Well, that's a thought at least. But it's funny. I've never asked my kids that question, especially when they were younger. I mean, I still have a 15-year-old in the house.
Yeah.
He's going to be, oh my word, he's going to be 16 in 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And if I asked him, so what do I do at work? I wonder what he would say. Yeah. The smaller kids are always going to be the best.
Oh, because they make up what you do in their own minds.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know what my kid, I don't even know my adult kids would say I do. Outside of talk on the radio.
Certainly they know.
Yeah, but what's the rest of the job? One of them does. One of them knows almost everything I do.
Huh. It'd be interesting to, you know what? Start the dialogue. There you go.
Yeah.
Start the question.
Here's another open mic through the My HISRadio app.
I install kitchens and bathrooms, cabinets, and my 3-year-old son, that's what he does every morning. He'll go in the backyard and he'll tell my wife he's building a house, and he goes to work like daddy, and he installs kitchens all day. We were flying a plane once, and he had his little 6-foot tape measure, and he told people he uses it to measure cabinets and install cabinets, well, like his dad.
I love that it sounds like you almost bring your kid to work, because I used to bring my middle ones to work all the time.
Yeah.
So Spencer would travel with me everywhere. Amanda, when she was younger, would travel everywhere that I went on all these different cities and summer tours and stuff like that, and some of the concerts. So maybe those two would know exactly what I do all the time.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. They have a much better working understanding.
Yeah, and I eat cheese all day.
And talk on the phone.
Like that one lady.
And talk on the phone. So, okay, Malia messaged us and said, okay, here's what it is. My husband was an airline pilot, and they asked, what does daddy do? Said, my daddy doesn't work. He's a pilot. Like, it must be just fun. It's not work.
Not at all.
To answer that question, my wife does come out to my job sites. I am a subcontractor, but when I do work close to home within like 30 minutes, she'll bring me lunch most of the time, and so my 3-year-old son, he looks forward to it. And when he does come out, he'll watch the excavators and stuff. He'll watch the heavy machinery. He comes out to my job sites, and my middle son, my oldest son, every now and then they'll come out to work with me and help me install.
See, I love it when the kids go to work, because then they see you in action and have a little bit more of a grasp of what you do. Like Spencer and Amanda, when they were younger, they were both homeschooled at one point in their life. And so I was able to bring them with me everywhere I went when I traveled.
I think that's so cool. My kids went with me, every now and then. And then I had two of them working for us, like working for me at one time, which was super cool.
Okay, again, the thought is if you ask your kids, what do I do for work? How would they answer? I love this open mic that just came in through the My His Radio app.
My mom scrolls on her computer and eats crackers all day.
Excellent.
I want to know what she's scrolling. Social,
And
shopping.
Is it saltines?
or Ritz?